2. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing fine. So I welcome you back to another live session on sociology. So today what are we going to discuss? We are going to discuss some important MCQ discussions for your upcoming CUET. Okay, but before that actually I have taken the liberty to write a shairi, and I have never gotten an opportunity to present a shairi. So সেইবাবে ভাবিছোঁ আজি এই লাইভ ছেশ্যনতে শায়ৰীটো কৈ দিওঁ, যিহেতু মোক ক'বলৈ ইমান মন গৈছে। পিছে সেইটো কিন্তু হিন্দীত আছে দেই। চ' মানে এনেকুৱা যে CUET के सफ़र में कोई नहीं है अब अकेला, CUET के सफ़र में अब कोई नहीं है अकेला, लक्ष्य को भेद कर हमें लगाना है मेला, जब वक्त से भी ना हार कर हम करेंगे तैयारी, तभी झलकेगी आपकी सफलता और हमारी यारी। सो तुम्हारे कमेंटत लिखिबाचोन मोर शायरीটো केनेকুৱা লাগিছে। सो এতিয়া शायरी कथा बाद দি পেলাই আমি এতিয়া সিলেবাস আমি এতিয়া আমাৰ CUET যেটো আমাৰ সিলেবাস কমপ্লিট কৰিব লাগে, সেইবাবে আমি কিছুমান MCQ ডিসকাশন লৈ আইছো। সো লেটস স্টার্ট উইথ MCQ ডিসকাশন। ওকে, so what is the first question saying? The first question is saying, in a society after a marriage, when a boy moves into the house of a girl, that particular society is called. Now you see, okay, now you see, जज्बात पलट गए हैं। कैसे पलट गए हैं? The boy is moving into the house of a girl. Okay, usually we see what? The girl moves in the house of a boy. This time the boy is moving in the house of a girl. So you have to identify which particular society is that. The options are patrilocal, matrilocal, neolocal and matrilineal. So what will be your correct answer? जल्दी जल्दी कमेंट्स में लिखो करेक्ट आंसर क्या है। करेक्ट आंसर है मेट्रीलोकल फैमिली। मेट्रीलोकल में क्या होता है? व्हाट हैपेंस इन अ मेट्रीलोकल? द बॉय मूव्स इन टू द गर्ल्स हाउस, ओके, एंड इन द पेट्रीलोकल व्हाट हैपेंस? द गर्ल मूव्स इन टू द बॉयज हाउस। ठीक है, जनरली वट एवर हैपेंस इट हैपेंस इन अ पेट्रीलोकल type of society, but in a matrilocal, which is usually a tribal society, it happens what? The boy moves into the girl's house after marriage. यहाँ पे जज्बात भी पलट गए, सब पलट गया, ठीक है। And then neolocal. Neolocal is what? Neolocal is when the couples they form their own house. Okay, they don't go in the house of a father or the mother or the boy or the girl, but they form their own family. Okay, they form their own family. And then what is matrilineal? Now you see the confusion here also. A lot of students are having confusion. Why not matrilineal? Well, you see, why not matrilineal? Because matrilineal is what? Transfer of property. Okay, it is not marriage. Transfer of property. Transfer of property from whom? Transfer of property from mother's family to the daughter, from mother to daughter. And this also happens in some tribal society. Okay, in some tribal society. Why it happens in the tribal society? Because the tribal society is generally associated with cultivation, and the girl here is considered as a labor, and when she is a labor, when she is a potential worker, the family will not send her to a boy's house to work. Okay, they will keep her there. That is why the transfer of property is from mother to daughter. So understand the difference between matrilocal and matrilineal. So question was asking about marriage. Okay, now let's move on to question number 2. क्या लिखा है? Caste system in India is based on the principle of difference and separation. Which among the following statement reflects the above principle? So what is the question asking? Difference and separation. So caste system, when we study about caste system, we understand that caste system has two principles. Okay, one is the difference and the separation principle, and the other is the holism. Okay, holism and hierarchy. Hierarchy. Okay, now let's look at the options. Now the first option is saying rules of marriage differ according to caste. So we know that according to different castes, rules of marriage also differ. So this one is also, this also looks like the correct answer. Then the option number B, a caste has no separate identity of its own. Now when you look at option number B, you will see the question is saying no separate identity of its own. But when we refer to the term identity, we always refer it in terms of the hierarchy, because in a hierarchy, in the hierarchy of the caste system, every caste is represented by the identity in respect to the other caste. Okay, because you see, if this is the hierarchy, okay, and here are the levels of stratification, number 1, 2, 3, 4. So you cannot say that number 4 is a different caste, you cannot say number 3 is a different caste. Okay, they are independent of each other. They are different castes, but they are not independent of each other. Okay, so you have to express their identity in relation to each other. 4 is represented in relation to 3, then 3 is represented in relation to 2. इनके बीच में क्या relation है? They are all a part of the same hierarchy. So when you refer to the term identity of a caste, it is always represented in terms of hierarchy. लेकिन question क्या पूछ रहा था? On the basis of difference and separation. So this one will be wrong. Then the third option, caste differ according to concept of purity and pollution. So when you refer to concept of purity and pollution, there also you will come across the concept of hierarchy, because it is in the concept of hierarchy itself. Why the concept of hierarchy is there? Because of the principle of purity and pollution, because the upper, those who are in the upper stratum, they are considered as the pure, and those who are at the bottom, they are considered to be impure. Okay, so this one is also related to the holism and the hierarchy principle. So हमारे पास क्या बचा? Number A, rules of marriage differ according to castes. Okay, now let's move on. What is the question number 3 saying? Which among the following statement is incorrect? Now let's see how many of you can write down the correct answer in the comment section below. So jaldi jaldi se write down the correct answer. Which among the following statement is incorrect? Let's see. Even today, tribal identities are formed by primordial process. Now what is primordial? Primordial. Primordial का मतलब, primordial माने की होय से ancient. Okay, ancient process. Then tribes like Gonds and Bhils are very large in terms of population. Now before answering, what is the question asking? Which one is incorrect? Now when we see question number A, even today tribal identities are formed by a primordial process. Is it true? Are they formed by the primordial process? Are they formed by ancient process? No, they are not formed by ancient process, but rather they are formed by what? They are formed by interactional process. Okay, they are formed by interactional process. Interaction with whom? Interaction with the Hindu society. Okay, Hindu caste society. Okay, so if you visit some tribal village today, there also you will see the tribals are practicing a religion. They are participating in some religious festivals. They are dancing, they are singing. Okay, they are merrymaking in some religious festival. But we remember that tribes actually never had any religion, but later what happened? They incorporated some of the Hindu caste society rituals, Hindu caste society structures into there also. So that is why we see that tribal identities are formed by what? Interactional process through a system. What is this called? Sanskritization. Sanskrit. Remember the word Sanskrit. Okay, from the word Sanskrit we have to remember that the tribal identities have accumulated all the rituals, all the systems of the Hindu society. So now also that is why we find them practicing some religious festivals. But earlier when they were in the primordial state, they never had any religion. So इसलिए क्या है? কি সুধিছে প্ৰশ্নটোত incorrect. So প্ৰথমটো আমি পাই গলো, এইটো incorrect. So this will be a right answer according to the question that is asked. So when you got the right answer, why do you need to study the rest? In the exam, don't do this. If you get the correct answer, write it and don't read the rest of the options. Don't waste your time. But now here, since I have to explain it to you, why this is right, why the others are wrong. Now let's see. Tribes like Gonds and Bhils are very large in terms of population. Gonds and Bhils, they exist where? They exist in which region? Come on, comment it. Gonds and Bhils, they exist in Odisha, Madhya Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. This is a possible CUET question. Okay, write it down. Don't forget. Then there is another tribe here where this particular tribe is found. This is found in Jharkhand. Okay, so you have to remember the names of the tribes and the region where they are found. This is a very, very potential question. Don't miss it. Otherwise, बाद में क्या होगा? एग्जाम हॉल में जाके रोगे कि ये तो नहीं आया, ये तो मैंने पढ़ा ही नहीं. क्यों नहीं पढ़ा? जब पढ़ाया गया था तब पढ़ना चाहिए था. ठीक है, अभी पढ़ लो. The distinction between the tribe caste is not very clear. We already know that it is not very clear. Okay, because the tribes, some of them consider tribe as part of the Hindu fold, some of them don't consider. So we have got the incorrect answer, that is statement number A, which will be a correct answer according to the question. Now number 4, who is the author of the book Wealth of Nations? Wealth of Nations, who wrote it? Well, the correct answer is Adam Smith. Very, very simple. Adam Smith wrote the Wealth of Nations, where he talked about the concept of invisible hand. Okay, a hand which is invisible in nature. That is, he said that if the market is left free without any intervention, the market will function according to the demand and supply forces. Okay, if the market is left free, that is why he called the term invisible hand, and from this term invisible hand only we get the concept of laissez-faire. Okay, that is something which is related to liberalism. Okay, the concept of liberalism. So remember, from Adam Smith we have come to the idea of liberalism. Now let's move on to number 5. क्या है? Which among the following statement is incorrect? Again they are asking about incorrect statements. I think they like the term incorrect. Let's see which one is incorrect. So write in the comment section. The weekly hat is a common feature in rural and urban area. So weekly hat. Have you ever been to a hat? Hat গৈছা নে কেতিয়াবা দেওবৰীয়া বজাৰ কিবা হয় নাই? So weekly hat. So is it found in the rural area or urban area? Yes, it is found in both the areas. So this is correct, but we don't want this. Why? Because the question is asking about incorrect. Let's go to question number B. In hilly area, hat is a major institution for social communication. Is it? Yes. If you go to a hilly area, if you ever get the opportunity to go to a hilly area market, when you go there you will see what happens in the hut. Apart from the business, there are also a lot of social communication. Somebody will bring their son, somebody will bring their daughter. They will make them, they will make them sit in the corner and then they will make them talk about marriage. Okay, because lot of social activity also happen in a hut, because since in the hilly area it is very difficult to communicate from go to one place to the other place. That is why they use hut as a means of social communication. They talk lots of things. They talk about marriage, they talk, they go and bitch about people, they do everything there. So it's a social interaction. So this is also correct, but we don't want this. What we want the incorrect one. Weekly market have been integrated into national economy after independence. Now you see when the term market is written, market is related to what? The concept of what? When you see these kind of things, you always relate it to the word capitalism. And in India, capitalism, when did capitalism arrive in India? Did it arrive after independence? No. It arrived when? It arrived during the time of colonialism. So here the question is written, weekly market have been integrated into national economy after independence. No, weekly market have been integrated into national economy during the time of colonialism. Why? Because the colonial rulers, they wanted to extract as much profit possible from the market, and they wanted to impose something called a taxation system. That is why, okay, that is why since they wanted to impose taxation on a weekly market, they wanted to extract profits. जितना हो सके ले सको, मतलब ले लो वहाँ से, ठीक है. So they started imposing taxation, and then that is the reason why they integrated this with the larger economy. So we got our incorrect statement and the correct statement according to the question. And the last one, you see, weekly market is an institution of exploitation of the tribals by non-tribals. Yes, this is true, because when you go to market, you see the tribal people selling all important things, you know, all very exotic food and all. But when you see the non-tribal, what are they selling? They are selling jewelry, something the tribals don't even want. Okay. Number 6, the system by which categories of people are ranked in a hierarchy. This is very, very simple. If you know, if you have considered even for appearing for CUET, I think this is the type of question you will be able to answer. So, what is the system by which categories of people are ranked in a hierarchy? The system is called social stratification, because when we see the hierarchy, then what? We see that there are different levels of people existing, okay? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So, according to their classification, according to their levels of status, everybody has different privilege. Number 1 has different privilege. They have different opportunities compared to someone who is in number 4, okay? It is like you are working in a factory. If you are working in a factory, let's say there are manager. So, the manager is occupying the position number 1, and the rest of the cleaners and the workers, they are occupying the position number 4. So, who will get the best of the opportunity? Of course, the managers will get, okay. So, this is the entire social stratification, and the entire caste system is actually based, and the entire society also is based on the principle of the system of hierarchy, which is also called as a social stratification. That is, everything is stratified and classified, okay, based on rank, based on status, based on occupation, everything is a stratified level, okay. So, nobody is equal. So, everybody is in a different category. Which among the following statement is correct? Now we have come to the correct one. See, now after a lot of struggle, the question is asking about the correct one. Okay, now you have to consider which is the correct. In modern times, link between caste and occupation has become rigid. So, you see what the question is saying, link between caste and occupation. So, read carefully. This here, the word modern times, not in ancient times. So, in modern times, if you see what? A person, doesn't matter what caste he belongs to, he is occupying different positions. Even a Dalit can become an engineer, even a Brahmin can become an engineer. So, there is no such distinction between caste and occupation. So the particular statement will be wrong. Why? The question was saying about becoming rigid. No, it is not becoming rigid, it is becoming flexible. Doesn't matter what your caste is, you can become whatever you want, okay. Untouchable sections exist at the bottom of caste hierarchy. So, see, untouchable section exists at the bottom of caste hierarchy. If you have read your sociology book very thoroughly, okay, there you will see that untouchables are not considered even as part of the caste hierarchy. They are outside the purview of the caste hierarchy. That is why they are referred to as untouchables, okay. That is, you don't even consider, you are not even as a part of the caste structure only. You are the outcast, you are the untouchable. So, this particular statement is also wrong. This one, if you have read your book thoroughly only, then only you will be able to find out these minor differences, mind you. Now, number C, the practice of social exclusion is involuntary. Very simple. If you have a practice of untouchability, if you have caste discrimination, then obviously you will have the practice of social exclusion, which will be involuntary. Why? Because no matter what caste you born into, where you are born into, if you are born at a low caste, you will have to endure the system of discrimination. That is why it is involuntary. You cannot control it. Okay, you cannot, this is not a matter of your choice. Okay, now since we have got the correct answer, the last one still let us see. Mahatma Gandhi has popularized the term Dalit. No, he actually referred to something called as Harijan. So the term Harijan was popularized by Mahatma Gandhi, not the term Dalit. Now let's see question number 8. Which article in the Indian Constitution abolishes untouchability? So this is a very tricky question. Now most of you are confused with all the articles. Okay, nobody knows which article is where. So many articles to by heart. Oh my god. Now let's see. Untouchability. Untouchability, which is the article? Write down in the comment section if you know. So first we'll see what is Article 14. Article 14 deals with equality before law. Okay, equality before law. That is, doesn't matter what difference, what identity you have, based on your gender, caste, creed, whatever, you are equal in front of whom? In front of the law. Okay. Then Article 32, it talks about constitutional remedies. That is, if you are discriminated or anybody is doing something bad to you, what you will do? You can go to court and you can file a case against him and you will be given justice. So this is under Article 32. What is Article 21? Article 21 is life, liberty, life and liberty. Okay, right to life and liberty. That is, you have the right to live. Okay, nobody can come and kill you. So we have got our answer. That particular which article talks about untouchability, abolition of untouchability, the correct answer would be Article 17. Article 17 talks about abolition of untouchability. Abolition of what? Untouchability. See, okay? Who among the following is the author of the book Gulamgiri? So the term Gulam, yeah, the term Gulam is there. Have you read this book? No. The term Gulam is there. What do you mean by Gulam? Gulam means what? क्या होता है? इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Slavery. Okay, slavery. So who once among them was talking the concept of slavery? So you will see that slavery is related to the concept of what? Caste discrimination and exclusion, isn't it? So if you follow a part, if you are from a untouchable caste or if you are from a low caste, you will always get the treatment of what? You will always be discriminated, you will always be exploited. So this caste discrimination is related to the concept of slavery, and slavery means what? Gulam. So who among the following do you think was working for the reformation of the caste system? So think like this. Okay, if you see the word, if you see the book Gulamgiri, don't get confused. Oh my god, ये तो नाम मैंने मतलब सुना ही नहीं, कहाँ से दिया है? Don't think about things like this. You to try to break it. Okay, try to relate it with the answer. So you see, anybody who was talking about the caste discrimination was talking about the slavery, type of slavery which existed in the caste discrimination. So who among the following is the possible one? Obviously it is Jyotiba Phule. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was working for what? For the reform of Hindu society, basically about the sati system. Okay, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was talking about reformation, widow remarriage and things like this. So reformation in the caste system was spoken by Jyotiba Phule. You got your answer? This is how you have to break it. Don't get anxious that I have never heard about this book, from where this question has come. Don't think like this. Now what is a hundi? It's a currency note used in ancient India. It's a bill of exchange, trade agreement between two communities, or none of the above. So a hundi is what? I hope you know the answer. The hundi is a bill of exchange. A bill of exchange because it was used in the ancient times to trade. In the ancient times. So earlier, before the coming of colonialism, when people used to trade, they did not have any currency. So when they were trading, they used this hundi. And it was a sort of a guaranteed exchange, because if you are buying something from a particular person, you give them a hundi, and there is a warranty that this person will return, will give you the money. Okay, so this was a ancient times people used to trade like this, but after coming of colonialism, after coming of capitalism to India by the British colonialism, they introduced what? Currency notes. Okay, so currency, or you can say currency notes, or you can say coins. So coins was introduced, and after coming of coins, this bill of exchange hundi actually got extinct. Now it is not used. Okay, so I hope that from today's session 10 questions on sociology is clear to you, and if you have any question, any doubt, so please write down in the comment section, and whatever video you need, okay, explanation in the next live session, please write down in the comment section, and please like and subscribe our channel, and till then take care, and all the best for the upcoming CUET, and bye bye.